Welcome to the Prodcast, joined by my special co-hosts, Prod Lambda and Macshooter49.
Yo.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Mac? How's your day?
Hey man, I'm doing good, bro. I'm just trying to defeat this geometry homework. This is this is tough. I want to cook up so bad, but I gotta do this first. So yeah, I'm just chilling right now. How y'all doing?
Chilling as well. I feel you though. I fucking hate math. Math is like my worst subject.
Nah,
Good
isn't
luck.
it?
That's all I gotta
Nah,
say. Good luck,
facts.
man.
You did geometry before?
Yeah, I did it like in 10th grade or something.
Oh, what are you in, like 11?
No, I'm in 12th. I'm
Oh,
doing
you're-
calculus,
okay.
I think. No, I
Oh
can't remember.
boy, yeah.
Calculus
boy.
is so lame.
And I feel like an old man, bro. I'm in my first year at university.
Oh yeah, nah, you good.
Also
You still
chilling.
good.
I got my reading week right now, though, so I got nothing to do.
That's what's up.
All right, let's get into this for real. So, Mac, where'd your name come from?
Well, bro, like Macshooter49. It's like a kind of like a weird name if you look at it, but it's my name is Maximilian or Max, whatever, and that's kind of where the Mac comes from. But the Mac kind of stems off from my dad. That's like my dad's nickname, Mac. So he kind of made my name for me. And before I wanted to do producing, I wanted to be a photographer. So it was gonna be like Mac Shooter. I shoot the camera,
Oh.
and then
Dude, that's interesting. That's really dope.
yeah. I was into like digital art and type stuff, and I had like a logo of me like shooting the camera. It was kind of dope. And the 49 is a special place in the city where I come from, St. Louis. Or actually, I'm from St. Charles, Missouri, but St. Louis is really connected to it's the main city, it's the main part, and I'm connected to it like with family members and ties and stuff like that. So no gang ties, but like family ties and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's I hold it close to my family and stuff. So that's like a place where I want to help out once I get big and stuff. So,
That's
yeah.
really dope. I always thought it
Yeah.
was like a gamer tag.
No,
Not gonna lie.
no, wouldn't it? No, my gamer tag would be like Max4900. That would be my name. So everything would have Max in it, honestly, Mac or Max.
I feel you. That's like my name, Adam.
Oh yeah,
So I
Adam.
put,
Oh, okay, I kind of see it. Where'd you get like Lambda from?
well, there's this game. It's called Half-Life. I played it
Yeah.
over the summer of COVID, and I loved it. I don't know why I loved it, but like I was like so in depth with it.
Half-Life is a
Oh
good
no,
game,
it's
though.
good. It's good.
It's a good fucking game. You guys gotta play it. It's amazing.
yeah.
If you haven't played it already. What about you, Octa? Where'd you get
My
your
shit
name
was
from?
just a meme that I kept going with my IRLs.
Simple name when we all have like some
Yeah,
sort of
that's what I'm
backstory.
thinking. Like, Max saying like this complex ass name. I'm like, oh shit, bro. Mine's just a meme.
I got like 3 parts to my name or something.
Swear to God. You
Bro,
write a
that's
book
cool
about
though.
it.
It leads to a lot of more meaning to your name and stuff.
Facts.
So, Octo, what's next?
So I think we can just dive into kind of more the producing world kind of ideas. You wanted to start by just talking about, new wave of producing. This Yeats. It kind of started with the whole lot of red, Mr. Rage kind of stuff, but it kind of evolved over the past couple months. And this kind of,
Right.
synth stuff and all that.
Bro, I love how it evolved over. Like, the sound is like so pure right now. And it's always gonna keep evolving too, man. Like, honestly, I never really liked that. Like, I didn't really like Mr. Rage because like the synth and stuff was like everything like that was really so kind of generic to me. I don't know what about it was, but it was like, yeah, cool synth lead. It was hard. It was a nice wave and stuff with a whole lot of red and stuff, but it wasn't really my favorite. But this Yeet type of style, like these type of synths, like they're different. I don't know what it is, but it's like it's always evolved.
It's a really
evolved.
wide thing, right? Like I feel like
Very
there's a lot
wide.
of stuff that comes.
I
into
wouldn't
this
even.
vibe.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it like people would tell me like I would always break it up in between the 3. They were like you make hyper pop, or it would be like hyper pop rage, or I would be
Or
like
virtual,
Yeet style,
right?
or virtual or something, right? Like I wouldn't really call this new wave of Yeet style. I would say rage or hyper pop. I would just call it virtual, like synthy type stuff. Because rage is more, I guess, with leads, and I would say that with more leads, and this virtual type stuff has like a bunch of synth pads, ambience, and I don't know, it's a bunch of styles mixed together. It's weird. I don't like. I'm listening to the album right now as we speak. I'm just in the background. So that's I like it a lot right now. It's my favorite genre so far.
Bro, same. Like, not gonna lie, when I first heard that kind of sound, it felt so nostalgic because I used to play like those like kind of 8-bit like chiptune games, like video games, like you know how they have those synthy sounds. It just feels so nostalgic playing them and playing rhythm games. I don't know if you guys play rhythm games, but I always play Osu and stuff, and they have like a lot of video gamey songs and stuff. Yeah, that too.
Facts. Geometry Dash. I would kind of like that.
Bro, and Kraken plugins, like you know those songs that they
the
have.
R2 Origins.
Yeah,
those
bro.
are hard. I actually used to listen to those.
They go crazy.
On YouTube.
Legally, I have to say I've never heard that before in my life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
facts.
actually, you're right.
Though.
You're right. I don't even know what it is. I don't know what keygen is. So anyway,
I didn't expect you to say that you kind of fuck with it as much as you do, Matt. Because I thought you were more known for like the dark stuff.
Dark stuff, yeah. I hate that.
Say.
Honestly, I do not like that at all. Cause bro, like, I like it, but bro, like, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm trying to tell people, like, guys, send me some starters like that, bro. And then like, I want to be kind of like not the first, because there's plenty of producers that get mainstream placements and underground, but I want to be one of those people. Like, recently I got the SSG Kobe snip, and then
yeah, I heard it. So fire.
Before, you know, a mainstream one. So I'm trying to like evolve and switch between. Like, I have a bunch of labs with synthetic. I got a bunch of labs with U, Lambda, Octo. We got to get a bunch of labs too. But you know, I'm a huge fan of it, man. Like, I'm a huge Yeet supporter and stuff. Like, I've been listening to that because you gotta understand, I stem from the Pierre Bourne and Playboy Cardi type wave, which it had like the kind of pluggish ambient type stuff. And listening to Pierre Bourne beats and studying his type of stuff, he was on that type of stuff too back then. If you really deep down into the synth type of stuff,
I can hear it.
Yeah, exactly. Not exactly the what's it called? Not exactly the type of wave it is right now, but back then, like, he was low key kind of ahead of his time if we're thinking about it. Because listening to that, I was like, this sounds like something Yeet would hop on. So that's why, like, it just brings back memories.
But the thing is like you know how we like originally like we never thought of this Yeet kind of sound ever like blowing up. Like, of course, right. Pierre Bourne, Loki started it, but you think that producers really have to like change their sound in order to like fit with whatever's like popping, or not?
Not at all, man. Like, not changing your sound, because with me, it's not like one day I woke up and I was like, I want to do virtual loops. It's like I've always made a virtual loop here and there. I would always make more dark stuff because, of course, that's where the sample pack came from. That's what got me here at this point in time. And I still do make dark stuff. That's like my number one thing I'm always going to make. But I didn't change my sound, though. I just stemmed out more. I stemmed out into melodic stuff, R&B-ish stuff, and now like more virtual type stuff. Like, now I make like 2 virtual loops every day with dark stuff too. So I'm not changing my sound at all, but I'm having my whole sound to be a bunch of sounds, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, I feel that's what I do too, because you don't want it to be like the same thing over and over again. Well, unless people like it, but you know, you always gotta maintain that sort of
Same thing, like I would say like a person who has like evolved in his style, I would say is synthetic. That came like so far in like this virtual type stuff, like, and like he's not falling off, like he's straight, like he's always been going up with the kits, the placements and stuff, like all that type of stuff. Now it's like synthetic is growing every single day. Like, he's starting to make a face for himself. It's like crazy. Like, I'm looking at synthetic's growth and it's like, oh my gosh, like back then when he used to drop those hyperpop kits, and it's like he wouldn't stop dropping them either. It's like
he was dropping like a solid like once a month, a solid full serum bank of like 60 sounds.
I would even say twice a month at that point, man. It was dropping so much, and each bank was like different too, with more evolution to it. I'm like, wow, this guy. So if you do have a sound, treat it like synthetics. Just keep evolving with that sound and just keep going. Like, you don't gotta change. Even though hyperpop was like not super as big back then, he was like, I'm gonna just make it just cause, you know, it's fire or whatever. So he really made a name for himself, and that's what I think most people should do.
Like because you mentioned the sample packs, right? Those are like kind of a way of like setting your image, right? Because you got your dark sample packs, you know, the cover arts and the sounds and all that kind of fit well together. And then he has his synth kind of stuff, and he's using Serum as kind of his face for those kits, right?
Yeah.
And do you think that's kind of a kits
Go
in
ahead.
general? Do they have like short-term benefits, long-term benefits? Like, what do you think of those?
Oh, kits, man. In terms of sample packs, I think they have definitely died down throughout the months and years of like being a producer. Not samples in general, but sample packs, like paid ones, like and even and free ones too. It's like, I see people drop a what was Lambda saying last video? It's starting to get a little bit oversaturated of sample
Yeah.
makers. There's starting to
Yeah,
be
So many loop
exactly. I
makers
was about
now.
to say.
You don't want to be
Yeah.
posting
Too
on your
many.
story for some extra loops.
every day I see like a free kit and stuff. And back then, I always remember of December. What was it? Was it December 20? I think it's December 2020 where my breakthrough happened, where I started like coming into the industry of the community more and started getting more in the industry. Is where like I was really kind of me. It was me, Deuce, a bunch of other people, like other small ones, Yuxel, everybody posting sample kits, like free ones. But now it's like I get like a kit free promo or a sample pack promo every single day. And back
Yeah,
to
I
what
feel
you're
you. Swear.
back to what you were saying, man. It's like it's definitely oversaturated. Not trying to shoot people down from making those sample packs, but sample packs, especially paid ones, unless it's royalty free, you're not gonna get that many sales.
Yeah.
I mean, producer grind. I talked to a lot of close people in producer grind, like Prod Juco, TB Digital, all of them. And they drop royalty free sample packs because they do the best, because it's royalty free. It's producer grind. So that would be the only like pro of dropping. Oh, and of course a little bit of some what's it called? A little bit of followers and some publicity and stuff like that. So yeah, sample packs are cool, but right now the new wave for packs is multi kits. Like Synthetic would always
Oh, like
drop
sound
bundles,
kits?
sound kits. Yeah, like you just dropped your Two Alive sound kit with Ladoni. Was that?
No,
Oh,
that was Jack
Jack
Serena.
Serrano. Sorry about
We
that.
still dropped a kit. It's good.
Yeah.
Me and Jack still dropped a kit. It's called Metaverse.
Metaverse, right? My fault. I got
Yeah.
confused. But yeah, sound
good.
kits like serum, one shots, midis, and then for a good price, you're gonna get bank off that. Like what I did for my drum read collection. I'm sorry if I'm talking for too much, but
No, you're good. We love this.
no, what I did for my drum read collection, had a bunch of kits in one. Did it for $30. It went crazy. It went stupid because it wasn't just like it wasn't just a sample pack or just one drum kit. It was a bunch of them. It's a bundle. People love bundles now. If for anyone out there who's listening or you two guys, like trust me, like bundles now, like they'll do really good, especially if you like portal banks, portal presets. So check this out. What I did for my free sample pack, my what's it called, my waves crate, that did over like 1,000 comments of just people trying to get it for free. Instead of me, I was like, I always like to evolve. I always like to think outside the box and be like, what can I do that can have more people attract? So yeah, I got samples in here, and yeah, I'm Macshooter49. I'm gonna get a few people, but what can I do to really break that wall? I added free portal presets with it. So just always adding something on. So if you're dropping sample packs, add something else with it. Have it a bundle, free or paid. But yeah, that's my take on it. Just bundle kits are the new wave now, man, for a good price too. So
And you mentioned the portal presets. I know a couple people who are doing that too. Like,
Right.
my buddy Luis, he's dropped a sample kit, but he added RC20 stuff on there, and he's already making the
Right.
vintage stuff. So you get the loop, and then you also get kind of like the the stuff to make those. It also is
kind of like, yeah, kind of something to utilize your samples too. So you're like, oh, this guy has portal presets and he has these samples in here. Let me this guy's a trustworthy source because his samples are hard, so his portal presets have to be hard. It's like a psychological thing. It's like,
and then building your face on that with the kits, right? Like you got your kind of your dark stuff, and then you're putting portal presets, which are known to have that little grainy stuff and whatever. And then people are like, okay, these things mesh really well, and then it kind of boosts your your face, your image, your branding, whatever it may be.
When you're doing this producing or the sample making, you always have to think outside of the box. Like everything can't be the same all the time. That's why I've like increased my following over the past few months, and that's why I've increased my longevity in the community for so long, because I'm always thinking of something new, of something to be outside the box, and to something as a person, as a consumer myself. buying something from maybe a serum bank from Synthetic or one of you guys' kids. I'm like, what will catch my attention? What will be like, I have to buy this. I need this.
Put yourself in
So
their
I'm always
shoes.
thinking like that. Exactly.
It's some straight bars, bro. Y'all gotta listen. Swear to God, this man is dropping facts. And speaking of all that, so what do you think, or where would you be if you just decided not to drop any of these kids? Like, do you feel like these kids have made your career not made it, but like have they like benefited you so much that without kids you wouldn't know?
No doubt, man. No doubt. Like me dropping sample packs, and I keep bringing this up because this is what got me here. Like people will make up stories, but this is exactly what happened. Excuse me. Back then, that dark vibe, that dark wave was really on a rise in like in November/December. Actually, the whole what's it called? The whole 2021 or 2020. I'm getting confused. I think it's like the ending of 2020, which is where I kind of got in, like December, November, October, is where like those dark waves kind of like really rised up because of Pyrex Southside and like Henny Major and all these samples and stuff. And so I was like, let me try to make some of that. Let me get contact. Let me see what I can do with it. I was trying to get it for so long, and I've been trying to copy this, not copy, but I've been trying to get the sound for so long. And then I hit the jackpot right when I started dropping kits. I started getting more publicity. I started making YouTube videos. I started really going in with the placements and stuff. And I was like, okay, this dark wave is really where it's at, and people love this stuff. People love it, and they still love it to this day. I guess right now the new wave is kind of, it's dark right now, and it's also more underground for a lot of people too. So yeah,
especially because of TikTok.
Especially because of TikTok. That was just what I was gonna get back into. Like, people don't understand how much leverage TikTok has. Like, that's crazy. Like, people get deals off of TikTok. And this digital wave is where it's at. Like people are still making the same old flute pad type loops. I'm like, you got to start expanding more. Like now, like Palace even said it himself, like we're looking for like some live instrumentalists. We're looking for people with some different unique sound. Like everywhere you go, it's like someone is asking for unique samples or something unique or some unique drums. It's because everything has been so oversaturated, and it's just not that wave anymore. But just because it's oversaturated don't mean there's no way out. Oversaturation is good because there's going to be always new waves to be found every day.
Exactly, bro. I was thinking with like tutorials and stuff, do you think like, because you got a pretty big tutorial channel now on YouTube, right? Do you think that kind of contributes? Like there's so many tutorial channels on YouTube. I got my own, you got your own. Lambda's even made one on his Type Beat channel. Like
I think I watched that, yeah.
And do you think that's kind of part of this kind of oversaturation, why it's been so quick recently? I feel like, especially with like these Yeet loops and these Rage loops, Cardi loops, whatever it may be, there's just so many people, because of how easy it's become to make them. It becomes so easy, or oversaturated. Right.
I was talking to TB Digital about this. So he was on Producer Grind. He was asking me like, are these YouTube tutorials getting oversaturated? And I was like, I don't know, man, because like I know there's plenty of tutorials, right? But it really, here's the thing about tutorials. Now I'm gonna drop some major sauce. Here's the thing about tutorials, man. Tutorials are good for views. They're good for what's it called? A very short-term fan base. And what I mean by that is, you guys watch Kyle Beats or Ed Talenti or Ocean? You guys watch them? Now you look at their videos and you wonder why they're doing so well. They like Prod by Jack can drop a video every 2 weeks and still do really great. Is because they don't stem off of that tutorial type wave. They're doing vlog style videos. And
yes, it's like more engaging.
And people with tutorials, they just kind of come there for sauce, and they just kind of come there only just to look for something. Not saying that's the only thing that people come to my channel for, but with more vlog style type videos, like Section 8 and Chi-Chi did these vlogs and they blew up, and so many people asked for them, like, where are the vlogs, like the studio vlogs, all that. and it's because people want to see more in your life, more like engagement, more like looking in as motivation and as like inspiration, and being like, I'm right there in the studio. This is some heavy motivation, and like these big vlogs and stuff, and like Kyle Beats, Ed Talenti, Prod by Jack, and all those other guys like Ocean and stuff, like they really stem off of that just vlog type of style, engagement type of style. Like they're not only there, they're showing their whole face, like, yo, let's go to the store or something. They're just being themselves, really.
I definitely see that in like, especially with your videos as well. I feel like the tutorials is kind of just the main, this is the appetizer. The main plate you're trying to put is you. You're trying to put yourself
It's just
there.
me, exactly.
I've been doing that in my videos too. I've been trying to make them kind of funny, kind of engaging, so you're watching through more. You're watching for me more than the tutorial.
And it's both. Like, exactly. And it's like these tutorials are getting oversaturated because no one has personality. I go on a tutorial and they're just breaking down a pad loop, breaking down a lead. I'm like, bro, where's your personality at? That's why like TB Digital is so like loved around everybody in the community, because that man is funny. He knows how to like he's looking at you through the camera like, yo, like, let's make this. And I'm like, that's exactly how I've always been. Like, I'm talking to y'all now. Like, I'd never spoken to y'all in person, but I'm speaking to y'all like we talked like for years. So that's just how like that's just how people gotta be more. Like all this social, awkwardness, not awkwardness, but no one can fix that. It's just like, man, you just gotta like have more personality in it, engage more into your life with the viewers, so they don't just come there for music sauce or something. They just come there for you because you're a good person, you're a good producer, you're dropping gems. So what if you're at the grocery store, you're vlogging, you're just taking what's it called? You're just taking you're
just showing yourself, right?
Yeah,
you're just showing yourself.
You gotta be yourself, basically.
Somebody literally asked me on my, because I posted on my story, I said, yo, what kind of things do you want to see next? Somebody said a breakfast vlog. Like, I don't know if he was serious or not, but
But I would love to see that.
I mean, can I cuss on here? Nah.
Oh yeah,
I don't want to.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, like shit, man. I mean, breakfast vlog or whatever, man. Like, include some of that in there, and also include some of the music type stuff. Include some of the trick, like what's it called? Simon Servita does the same thing. Dan the Laughable music producer. The best VST, and it may look corny, but I mean, it works.
Exactly.
That's what it is. Especially. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was saying. Oh no, you can say.
I was saying, like, especially if you're like a vlog type of producer and you get placements too, like, people are gonna be so interested. So that's why I'm trying to like, because most of these vlog style producers, if you really look into like, they're not that industry. They're more of a YouTube. And you see like Simon Servita is trying to get placements. Like I heard my boy Noble told me, like, because Simon Servita got a Soulja Boy placement.
Oh, I think. Real?
Yeah, with Noble, and then when Noble told Simon, he was going crazy because he never got like an industry placement that big before. And to us, it's like, bro, it's Soulja Boy. we went with like Yeet, like Cardi Autumn, and then he's like Soulja Boy. It's like, so if you're implementing industry type stuff, like what I'm going to do, like vlog style type stuff, and industry type stuff into your videos and into your life, bro, you're gonna number one have placements. You're gonna have the best fan base in the world because they're gonna be there for you. Like they're more than just what's it called? People looking for sauce. Like they actually like your personality and like you for who you are. So
perfect example, Cody. Because I remember it came to my mind when you said the synthetics thing, because synthetic was literally on his YouTube channel like a couple days
yesterday. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. And then Cody, he actually drops pretty consistently on YouTube, and he's doing his own industry stuff, right? He's internet money for so long.
Exactly.
And he's still dropping stuff. Like, he doesn't edit his videos, obviously. He sends it to somebody, they edit it and make it funny, but he still gets that personality aspect.
Cody has personality and he has big longevity because he's just being himself. He's not like like Cody probably isn't the guy looking at a YouTube video like, oh, I wonder if this is gonna do good or do bad, or he's like, I'm put that video out there and I just like what I like, And so people are like, man, this guy's really genuine and pure, and he's giving out sauce, quote unquote sauce. I don't even like to say sauce, but he's just giving out like music tips and stuff.
And he stays active. He stays engaged with his community too, actually, because like he has his Discord.
100%.
He be dropping like 808 sounds, hi-hat sounds. He drop in like placement opportunities he be having sometimes too. which is kind of nuts.
That right there is the perfect way to go about being a YouTube producer and an industry producer. You know, Discord, Patreon, whatever you want. You know, engaging with your supporters. I don't like to call them fans. Your supporters, because I mean that's they got you there, right? I mean, without your followers or the subscribers and stuff like that, you know, I don't know how I would be here right now because the people that support me, the people that's watching it. So
Exactly.
that's exactly it.
I got one more thing to add about that. I feel like the importance of YouTube vlogging and just YouTube in general is how relatable can you be to your supporters, because when you're watching a big producer guy, you're gonna think to yourself like, how can I be this guy? But like, if you're watching like a smaller producer, you're like, oh, this guy's just like me. We're all human. You know what I'm talking about?
Right, exactly. Like, it's more relatable and stuff like that. I'm telling you, man, that's what people have to do more. Like, I don't care if you're afraid to not show your face, bro. You better get out there, bro.
Yeah.
Or else you're gonna be stuck. You're also gonna be stuck making how-to tutorials your whole life. It's like, I'm about to switch over soon. So, who wants to make how-to stuff and just like, how to do this? It's like, bro, that's boring.
Bro, you could literally live life and people would enjoy that. And that's a good thing. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but just be yourself, really. And people enjoy that. Like, if you're going to put on a persona, people wouldn't enjoy it as much because it wouldn't last long, because people would realize, like, oh, this guy isn't who he is.
Bro, they see through that type of stuff instantly.
Yeah, because people aren't dumb. So, yeah. All right. Mac, is there any tips or words of wisdom or advice you can give to anyone watching this?
Some words of wisdom I would give y'all, man, is to always never overcomplicate anything in life, like loops, beats, or like your whole producing career, because I've seen like so many people kind of like fall off and just not continue what they love because they're overcomplicating so much, and they're chasing placements and they're chasing money, and they're just trying to look for someone out of a benefit. Like, for a good amount of time, I used to be that, you know, looking at people just for like, oh, if I work with this guy, maybe I get a placement with that guy, or if I do this, I'm gonna get more money off that. It's like, I'm telling y'all, more good things will happen for you if you think about that stuff less and you just do what you like, and which is just making music, which is just, you know, like the bread and the always people say this, the bread's gonna come, the money's gonna come. Be smart about what you're doing. Always have good marketing. Always have a good face. Always have a good producing card. You know, keep making fire stuff, but start thinking about the benefits less and just go and just move and just like go at it head on, because thinking about those benefits and stuff, that's gonna really lead you. It's gonna have your expectations very high, and then when it doesn't hit, you're gonna be in a dump, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, like what the hell, man, like I don't have any placements, I'm over here in competition with everybody, and I'm like, oh man, like, so yeah, just never overcomplicate stuff and just make music. Like, don't categorize, just make music. Just make music, literally. Like, you have to enjoy producing. You're not gonna get anywhere if you don't enjoy it. You have to love this. So that's what separates the people who are going to have longevity in the industry and the people who just want to do it. Because I'm not going to call nobody out, but there's people, you know, that just do this just for a money grab, or they do this for a title, or they do this just to have Billboard producer in their bio or something. They don't just do this because they like it. They don't do it because they want to help their family or something, or whatever. Or they do it for money, or they do it for placements. And don't do that, because
all that shit gonna come naturally anyways. If you enjoy it, if you're keeping consistent, if you're just doing it to, like, you know, because you enjoy it, it's just gonna come anyways.
Like, I love this. Like, I want to do this for my life. Like, my whole life. Of course, I'm gonna do something else. Like, I'm gonna always produce though my whole life.
Well, thank you, Mac, for coming on the podcast. First guest on here. I don't know, maybe we'll get like a lot more, but appreciate you, man.
You guys,
it's great having you here, bro.
You gotta get more people on here, man. Like this, the Prodcast, like, that's so smart. That's a good play on words. Whoever thought of that.
That was Lambda. All Lambda.
You're welcome.
Very good play on words, the Prodcast. I can't believe no one ever thought of that before, bro.
Me neither, I swear. Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned for the next episode, I guess.
And of course, subscribe to Mac. Follow him on all his socials and all that. He's so close to 10K on YouTube, so If you're here and
Oh,
you haven't
yes.
subbed to him, just might as well sub to him anyways.
Yes, go fuck with
Sir.
Mac. He's the
Any new
GOAT.
viewers, man, appreciate y'all for real. Just more vlog style videos coming soon, baby.
All right. Bye, y'all.